Good morning, everybody, on the B Cup. I'm starting the B Cup on YouTube a little bit earlier before I start on my Facebook, so I can say hi to you kids first and see how this is going because I'm still having a hard time doing both at the same time. But I want to say hi, good morning. I'm going to start here on Facebook now and see how everybody's doing. And hello, Philip. Good morning, my friend. I started you guys first because I'm still getting situated on how to do this. So I also want my Facebook friends to see my I love you in the back. Can you see that? I love you. I love you. So I'm back home from my trip in Santa Barbara shooting the movie, but I also want to give a little disclaimer before we start right now that I do not represent any community. I do not represent any group of people. I do not represent anyone but myself. When I speak from my own experiences, from my own life story, from my own experiences in life. This is not a voice of a community. I don't represent transgender people. I don't represent gay people. I don't represent people. I represent Buck Angel. So let's move on this morning, my friends. Bless you. It's really nice to see everybody. I'm fantastic, Philip. Thank you for asking. Hi, Hayden, Cheryl, Maureen, Vincent, Casey, Lady Cat. Good morning, my friend. Does everybody have their coffee? Because this morning I want to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Shh. Why is everybody so weird about sex? Why is everybody so weird about sex? Hi, Ernest. Nice to see you. Why is it a subject that gets people so crazy? Look at, I love sex. I create sex products. Remember that. We create sex products. That's the disclaimer from hell, Michael. You know why I make that disclaimer, my friend? Because holy crap. People just think things about me that are out there, out of control. I don't represent anybody. We are a puritanical nation. Actually, you are so right about that, my friend. So, I have to make that disclaimer because for some reason I trigger people and people get all upset because I'm not speaking the language of the community and I'm not saying things. And, we have trolls that troll behind us here right now and share back with the other trolls. So the trolls are sneaking around behind here and they go and they troll out on other people and they say, I say stupid shit. I say shit that I believe in, and I say shit that's part of my life. I don't care about whatever you think. I don't represent anybody. So because of that, now I have to make a disclaimer, which is so ridiculous and stupid, but it nips it in the bud. Do you know what I'm talking about? So I'm ready to get shared. Hi Mila, how are you doing? Good morning. I am happy. I'm very happy. Ali says, from Tanzania. How beautiful. Thank you. Cheers. We get lots of people from all over the world. We appreciate you being here, Ali. Thank you so much. Truth scares the trolls. That's a good t-shirt. Maybe I'll make that one next in honor of you. Good morning, Steve and Chris and everybody. So I miss you too. So I was really sick and just traveling too much and taking on too much energy and taking on way too much of people's hatred and people's just crazy. Hi Riley, good morning. Sorry YouTube, I keep forgetting you. It's not that I want to forget you, it's just that I have two cameras going and I'm trying to. But let's you know, let's take a breath for a minute. Let's drink our coffee here for a minute. So sex, kids, sex. Sex, sex, sex. I feel so much better. I appreciate you asking me. Thank you so much. Hi, Patrick. Good to see you, too. I miss everybody, but I got so sick it was ridiculous. There's a really bad sickness going around. Make sure you take care of yourself and you drink a lot of good juices and exercise and eat a lot of good food and you won't get sick. Really, trust me. Hi, Stefan. Hi, Ash. Good morning from Puerto Rico. I'm not sick anymore, thank you. Octavia, thank you. I haven't been able to be on much. We haven't had the show much because I got down and out. So let's start the show about sex. So if you didn't know, I created a lube, okay? And this lube is called T-Lube, okay? Thank you, Sarah. This tube is called T-Lube. Can you kids see it everywhere here? So actually, before I start to speak, do you see this little sign in the back? It says, I love you. Do you see that? I love you. I love you. I love you, okay? Remember that. I love you. I care about you. I'm here on the B Cup and I'm here in the world because I care about you and I care about us as a community and I care about us as people and I care to speak from my heart because I don't care what people think about me. I only care for us to be elevated to a level of humanity. I don't care about people hating what I say because people are always going to hate what you say when you speak your own truth, and it doesn't necessarily go in alignment with what other people's idea of their truth is. So you have to understand that being in alignment with other people is why other people get along with each other and understand each other, okay? So that is why me me and you get along with each other because we are in alignment. Do you understand that? Your ideas and my ideas are pretty much this same thing. So we should be able to align with each other and talk to each other real. You understand what I'm talking about when I say real? Real. You don't hurt my feelings and I don't hurt your feelings. We have different opinions, but we discuss these opinions, okay? As adults, not as children. Okay, we're not fucking children. We're adults, and we should be able to speak about sex, about love, about our bodies, about what kind of language we like, about how we identify without being attacked from each other. And that's why I continue to tell you that I love you. That's what that love is. Unconditional love. Just because I disagree with you doesn't mean I have to hate you. It just means I disagree with you. And actually, disagreement is important for us to grow as a community. You will not ever grow as a community if we're all thinking and talking and walking the same. We must think with our own minds. We must understand that my path is different than your path. But guess what? The path meets at the top. And once we all meet at the top, we've created a world where we all get along with each other and we all get to do things together and we all get to create together. So stop this idea that we must have the same language, we must like everyone in the world or different things. You must respect people. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to like the person, you have to respect the person. Okay? Jesse says, laugh out loud. This should be common sense 101. You show common sense. Hi, Alexander. Thank you. So Ty says, yeah, but sometimes our opinions cause issues just because of who I am and I get attacked. That's my point, Ty. That's my point. Why are you getting attacked? Why are you getting attacked? Can I drink a little sip of my coffee? I want to know why people are being attacked in this community. Because you're speaking about your own opinion? Is that why you get attacked? Sky says Jehovah says the same thing in the Bible. Exactly. You know, the Bible is actually very intelligent. The Bible, I'm not religious, I'm not Christian, I'm not Catholic, I'm not Jewish, I'm not anything. I'm just a guy who believes in spirituality. But I've read the Bible, and I believe that Jesus and the stories in the Bible were really all about respecting each other and understanding that we are human beings, maybe on different paths, but we have to start to respect each other's opinion. Do unto others as they would do unto, right? That's a real thing. That's just basically saying, respect me and I'll respect you, right? So Octavia says, if we were all the same, we would be clones, and being different, we'll be a cult. That's a cult. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My nose is running. That's a cult behavior. Amy says, nothing worse than having a conversation with a brick wall. Oh no. So, sorry you guys, my nose is running and I don't have any Kleenex. So Nick says, I keep my opinion to myself. Don't! Nick, do not keep your opinion to yourself. Do not. Speak your opinion. Speak your voice. Speak what you want to get out there, okay? Alex says, people call me trans trender. Like who? What? This is what I'm talking about. Stop berating other people in this community. Give people a chance. Stop calling people out publicly. It's not nice. It doesn't do anything but create a divide in our community. Call somebody out behind the scenes. If you want to get attention, go to the park and wave your hands and jump up and down. But don't go on the Facebook and call somebody out because you think they did something intentionally. You don't know if someone did something intentionally or not. How do you know? Are you psychic? If you are, good for you, but you don't know anything. Talk to the person before you out them in public. That's shameful, and that's mean, and that creates real huge divides in our community. So right now I want to get back to drinking my coffee. Have a sip of your coffee because now we're going to go into sex. Mm. If any of you have been bullied, I also want to know what you've been bullied about. Have you been in groups on Facebook and been bullied? And why are people bullying you? Because you're speaking your own mind? Alexander says it's not what's between your legs, it's what. Yeah. Hope says good morning. Good morning, my friend. Nice to see you. Happy holidays, Jesse. So, as you guys know, I created a sex toy for transgender men called the Buck Off. And the Buck Off is a masturbator that helps trans men who are not necessarily connected to their bodies or their vaginas if they still have one, which for me hurts my feelings a lot because I really think as a trans man you should be connecting to your body sexually. I really believe that. I believe that sex is a big part of why I am so happy. Why I'm a happy man, why I walk the world happy, why every day I wake up going, yay, I get to wake up again today. If you're not having that feeling of when you open your eyes and you wake up, something's wrong in your life. If you're not getting that feeling of, I woke up, today's another amazing day, I get to make more good shit happen, then you gotta reevaluate why your life isn't like that. I want to help you get to that point. And I really believe sex is part of why I am a happy man, why I walk the world so happy. Ty says, so I have got to the point where I'm done and I have been bullied. No, don't be done. Lady Cat says it's sad that there are so many people that don't like bullying and they bully their own people. It's all comes from no self-esteem. I'm telling you, bullies are people who don't like themselves. Bullies are people who have no self-love in their life, no self-care, no confidence, no desire to create change on a positive level. They're people who do not like themselves. Ali says, you speak very important this, sir, about religious. Thank you, my friend. That's the person from Tanzania. Lucky says, happy holidays from Norway. You make such good points. Thank you for sticking up. I stick up for you and me, my friend. For you and me. I'm creating dialogue that people are scared to talk about. I tell you, and I'll tell you this every day, I am not scared of anybody in this community. Not one single person. I'm not scared of them. I'm not scared of the trolls. I'm not scared of anybody. Why would I be? I'm a 55-year-old trampa who's come out of hell and back. You think some little children are going to scare me that I don't speak the right language and that I say tranny and that I'm a problematic activist? Go fuck yourself. You know what? I am a problematic man. I'm problematic up your ass because I'm going to create change, whether you fucking like it or not. So don't call me problematic all you want. Call me toxic all you want. I don't really care. I will continue to forge a path for the kids and the people who also want to make change. And no one can stop me. That's just the reality of it. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing because I'm just one guy with a lot of us speaking our minds and fighting back against this hypocrisy in this community. This community is so full of hypocrisy. It's so full of hate. It's so full of mean people. No, I'm a happy man. Let's create a happy community. Let's create a community where we all over the world, from Tanzania to Norway to Sweden to South Africa to the United States, we connect. We connect because we love and respect each other, not because we hate each other because you're not trans enough, because I'm being triggered every day. Grow up. Grow up. You're going to get triggered for the rest of your fucking life, my friend. If you think just being trans is so special that you're the only one who gets triggered, grow up. Everyone gets triggered. Every person in the world gets triggered on different levels. Guess what? People learn to live with their triggers. We're teaching a trans community of youngsters to hide behind their triggers. They will never be anything. You will not be anything. You will be down there on the floor crying for the rest of your life because you're triggered by someone saying vagina. That is immature, horrible, disgusting behavior. We need to teach our children and we need to teach our community to stand up. Stand up. I don't give a fuck if you trigger me. Watch out. That's the energy we should have. We should have the energy of, yes, I have triggers. I have triggers. I fucking totally have triggers. I have triggers. I have PTSD. I have anxiety. Why do you think I smoke cannabis? Why do you think I create this? Why do you think I create this? I create this in order for you to be able to stand up on your feet, move forward, get up, get up. Life is short. You will never get anywhere if you're constantly triggered by me. Little old me triggers you? Holy shit. I'm nothing. Wait till you get out into the real world. Wait till you get out into the real world. You're going to be triggered every single day of your life. When the guy behind the counter at Starbucks misgenders you, what are you going to do? Are you going to go, I'm triggered and run out of Starbucks? Guess what's going to happen? First off, you're not going to get your coffee. Bummer. If that's a reason to get rid of your triggers, get rid of your trigger because you won't get your coffee. So here's the deal, kids. I love you. Triggers are real. I'm just kidding around with you when I make a joke about triggers. But on another side, I'm not kidding around with you when I'm telling you to accept what triggers you. Walk through the fear. Get over it. Deal with it in a way that helps you to move forward. But when you embrace your trigger as a blanket to stop you from moving forward, you won't go anywhere. And I'm speaking to you from my heart and love, not from disrespect. Okay? This is important for you to understand that. Hi, Rinja. Hi, Carla. Nice to see you. Problematic activist shouldn't be a compliment regarding trans other identities causes. Is that not part of the point? I would love a t-shirt. It's funny. Activism is problematic, and they're calling me problematic activist. It makes no sense. Those two words should be together. I should be problematic. How do you think you make change? So yes, my friend, guess what my next t-shirt is? Problematic activist. Would you buy that? If you buy it and you support me, I'll continue to give back to the community. Okay, when you buy this, I give back to the community. When you buy from Pride Cannabis, $1 from each of my products builds the senior center for homeless seniors. Do you know that I do that with all my products? I give back to our community. You don't need to know that, but I'd like for you to know that. Good morning, Matthew. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Hi, Maureen. Maureen says, Buck, my daughter had an issue with a substitute teacher yesterday. They kept calling her by her birth name and using male pronouns. She was crushed. She shut down because she didn't know how to handle more. Oh, hold on, my friend. She didn't know how to handle it. How can we help her with this? Did you guys hear me? Listen. Maureen was gracious enough to share this with us this morning. It's very important. Maureen, how old is your daughter? Buck, she says, Buck, my daughter had an issue with a substitute teacher yesterday. They kept calling her by her birth name and using her male pronoun. She was crushed. She shut down because she didn't know how to handle it. How can we help her with this? Well, my opinion is this. First off, I don't know the whole story, so I don't know if the substitute teacher understands that she's trans. That's a very important part of the story. But I'm going to go and say that she did understand that. So, how old is your daughter? Because I don't know if I can answer this unless I know. How old is your daughter? Does the school know that she's trans? And did the substitute teacher know that she's trans? So get back to me on that and we will all answer this question. Richard says, happy you are standing up for the rights so many trans people aren't as strong. So it's people like you that has to be their voice and help them come through. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not only because some people in the trans community aren't strong. There are bullies in our trans community. And those are the people that I'm standing up against. I'm standing up against these bullies, these weak little bullies who keep bullying me and people who aren't as strong as me. So I'm standing up for the people who are being bullied in this community. I am not going to take it. There is no way anybody in this community should be bullied by another member of the community. I get bullied constantly. Go fuck yourself. Bully me to my face. It's these little bitches who are standing behind the computer and like, oh no, I said bitches. Did I trigger you? Grow up. The world says bitches, idiots, fuckheads. The world speaks that way. And if that triggers you in a little Facebook Live Instagram shit, you're in big trouble, my friend. Oh, I probably triggered half of you now. Woo. No, I didn't, because you guys totally get it. So Alexander says, I get misgendered a lot, but I don't care. You shouldn't care. Sky says roaches trigger me and I can't even pick up. I know. Actually, they trigger me too. PrideCannabis.com is my cannabis company. Please check out Pride Cannabis. I give back to the LGBT community to support the Senior Center for Homeless Seniors. Yes, I do. Lots of love from Sweden, my friend. So Nick says she needs to have an adult on her side at school that she can go in at any time. Amelia says, I only have found out about you, but I'm so liking the page because you're so helpful. Thank you, my friend. Alex. So let's get back to Maureen. Maureen says the school knows we had a meeting with the school before she went back. She went back open. We had a plan to in place for substitute teachers. So the school knows that Maureen's daughter is transgender. They should be respecting that. Everyone seems pretty cool about it. Yet the substitute teacher misgendered. I don't know intentionally. Maureen, do you think intentionally? Let's just say intentionally. The substitute teacher misgendered the trans daughter. So now what I would do as a parent and my trans daughter, maybe leave my trans daughter out of it, I would go to the school. I would make a formal complaint against this teacher, or maybe not. How about this? Go to the school, ask if you could speak to the substitute teacher. Speak to the substitute teacher in private. Have a conversation. Did you do this on purpose? Blah, 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 blah. Find out what the substitute teacher's mindset was. If she did it or they did it intentionally, report them. If they didn't do it intentionally, but they're not really familiar with trans language and pronouns and the whole new thing, give them a break. Give them a break. Educate them now so that the next time they don't do it. So there's two ways to handle it. But I would say I would first speak to the teacher privately and find out where they're at. Maybe they just don't understand, right? Take the high road. Don't take the low road. Take the high road. Educate. It's how we move forward, by educating, not by getting angry. Why do you think that I get to move forward in the world? Because I'm not angry. Anyway, you know what, kids? We were supposed to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex a little bit, okay? I want to drink a little bit more of my coffee. So, sex is a very important part of my life, and I'm wondering if it's an important part of your life. Do you guys know that I created a toy called the Buck Off? The Buck Off is made specifically for transgender men who still have a vagina and want to masturbate, but they're not really sure how to masturbate because they're not really in touch with their bodies so much. So I created this sex toy which blew up, and it's the very first sex toy in the world, okay, for transgender men. Some people will argue that, but it is. And I don't need to argue it, and I don't really care whether or not it's the first or not. It doesn't really matter, but it is. This toy is here. So as you see, there's a hole. See how it's shaped? Look how I shaped it. I shaped it in the size of a penis, a very small, a hand penis. But I gave it a penis head. Go ahead and report me. Someone's going to say, report Buck for showing sex toys. Because you know how the trolls are out. So, you see this? But you can't report me because it's completely, totally fine to show this. So, look. Here it is. So, if you're not familiar with transgender male genitals who have been on testosterone, what happens is this. I'm going to give you an anatomy class. So what happens is there's a vagina, and on that vagina there's something called a clitoris. And the clitoris is a very sensitive part of the vagina that feels really good if you rub it, okay? So what happens is that when you start to use testosterone, right, your clitoris will grow. My clitoris has grown to be about that big, which is pretty big, and I actually get an erection, okay? We are growers, so I get an erection. So what happens is I created this from my genitals. So if you see, there's a hole right here. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that? So here it is. This fits over top of your vagina like this, right? And we gave it a suction. See that suction? Your clitoris fits through that, right? Onto your vagina. And now look what you can do. Look, watch. You grab it and you stroke with it. So now it's stroking on top of your clitoris. And you are actually mimicking the same motion that you would do as a cisgender man masturbating with his penis. This is a game changer. So what happened was many transgender men were telling me, Buck, I'm not cool with my vagina. I hate it. I want to masturbate, but I don't want to touch it. So we created, me and Perfect Fit brand, created the Buck Off in order for all of our trans brothers out there to be able to touch their genitals without touching. And you jack off. Hence the Buck Off. But many transgender men don't take testosterone, or they're newly on testosterone and their clitorises have not grown, okay? Their clitoris has not grown. It's the Buck Off. Okay, sorry, the box is all broken. And it's Perfect Fit brand. So what happens is, so you see how big that is? Look, you see how big that is, and it has ridges? What happened was many transgender men don't use testosterone, and so they don't have an enlarged clitoris. So many of them couldn't use the product, but I already had that in mind, okay? So I said to myself, we're going to make all different sizes. So here's what's happening next. Oh, shit. No. There's a fire? My friend's home just got destroyed by a fire. What? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Don't start the day like this. Okay. I'm going to get back on track, and then I have to go. I just got an emergency message. Holy crap. My friend's home just got totally destroyed. Is there a fire in Utah? Is there a fire in Utah? Take a breath. I need to get back on track. So, this, see how big the hole is? It fits over this clitoris here. Big. It doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody has a clitoris the size of my clitoris or your clitoris. So what we're coming out with now is the Kiss X. You see the Kiss X? You see the Kiss X? Same idea. Look, same idea, same penis head, but look, different size hole. You see that? So what's going to happen is, I want you to see this, how important this is. So as you see, here's the Buck Off original. Here's the Kiss X, Kiss X, which is the second one. So what's going to happen is this one has a bigger base because it fits over top of your vagina onto your clitoris, right? A testosterone enlarged clitoris. So this one is going to be a smaller one. I'm so excited to release this, kids, because this one will now fit with any vagina who has a clitoris, which is most vaginas. So what this one does is, look, I want you to see how great Steve designed this. So as you see, it goes in like this, right? Because if anyone knows a vagina, there's a labia. So the labia comes down like this. So as you see this large base, because trans men's base goes over like that because our clitoris pokes out. So we need a base. But a vagina that isn't using testosterone doesn't need a base because there's the labia. So here's the labia, right? And here's the clitoris. So this, look, this fits between the labia, look, between the labia onto, look, the clitoris. And then look what happens. You suck it on. So now you're actually sucking a smaller clitoris. As you see, it has the ridges. So look, I can even use it now, but what I do is I pull it apart and I stick my clitoris inside, and look at the tug on that. You see that? Again, a penis head. Again, here's the deal. Not everything works for everybody. We know that. What does work for everybody is a vibrator. But this is a different, very specialized toy. But I'm very, very, very confident this is going to work with every single vagina out there, even mine, because I have pulled it apart, stuck my clitoris in it, stuck it down, and pulled on it. Look at this. Look, you see this? Look at that. It's incredible. And it has, so one of the things that I actually like to do is, so I take the T-Lube, okay, as you know, we have T-Lube, and I'm making a special deal for everybody, so watch for that. I'm going to give both of these a good price for you, okay? So look, this lube, I've been doing this. I've been sticking the lube inside because it gives it a little bit more functionality and a little bit more rub, which is nice, right? So look, now I put the lube inside. I don't want to spill it on my computer. I put the lube inside. See it? Hear it? Listen. Hear it? Now, when you stick your clitoris, oh, if you could feel this, If you could feel this, you would die. It is so beautiful. The slipperiness. Can you hear it? Look, listen. It gives it this amazing feeling that you will not even believe. So we got the Buck Off, right? And we got the Kiss X. And the Kiss X is coming out this month. So I'm very excited to create this product for you because this didn't work for everybody. So I already had all of you in mind. The great thing about this is it will be a crossover toy. It'll be a transgender male toy, but anybody with a vagina can use it. And that's what I wanted to eventually do. I wanted to create products for us that other people will start to use because now it's the reverse. We have to use products from other people, but now we have our own products. Look, you guys, we have our own trans male lubrication. We have our own trans male sex toys. We have changed the world, kids. We have changed the world forever, ever. We will have our own products out there sexually. And that, my friend, is a game changer. So, we're going to be releasing the Kiss X, I think this month. I'll be announcing it like mad. Again, the price point is probably going to be exactly the same as the Buck Off. I can't 100% guarantee you, but I think it's $29.95, which this is $29.95. And I do that for a reason. I don't want to make $1 million off of you. I'm not going to make $1 million off of you. That's not the point of me making the product. The point of me making the product is to create sexual liberation for the trans man community. Let's liberate ourselves. Let's have sex. Let's masturbate. Let's create love and acceptance. All of that is one thing. One thing. So if you're not enjoying your life sexually, I want to know why. What's holding you back? What's making you not want to touch your body? What's making you feel intimidated from your body? What's making you feel that you're not worthy enough to touch your body? All of these things play into that. I want to know why. Why? You should be touching your body. You should feel liberated. You should be taking your clothes off, okay? You should be running around. I have an amazing body. Nobody can tell you your body is less than. Not even trans people, kids. So many people have body issues. I would say everyone does. Even I have body issues. Everyone has body issues. Everyone. But how do you remove yourself from that body issue? We talk about it. We masturbate. You spend time alone. You spend time. Feel too fat, Tracy? No. No, you're not too fat. You're not too anything. You're not too anything. You're beautiful. You're lovely. You're sexy. You're hot. You're sexual. Remember that. Somebody brainwashed you about fat. Whatever fat means. I mean, come on, people. You see these people who are like literally 90 pounds and people are calling them fat. What is that? That's sick behavior. Nobody's too fat. Nobody's too skinny. Nobody's too trans. Nobody's too gay. Nobody's too anything. Get that out of your head. That's brainwashing bullshit from media, propaganda, bullshit that we all have to look and talk the same. It's the same propaganda that's in the transgender community. Hi, Derek. Nice to see you. So Tori says, now you need a cross between the Buck Off and a strap-on. Oh, didn't I show you next what's coming? Hold up. That's a good idea, my friend. Wait till you see this. Hold on 1 second here. So, we got this. Look what's coming next. Look. So here's the next item that I just produced. It's a packer. Look. It's a packer. But it's not only a packer for trans men. It comes with, watch what I'm going to show you it comes with. It comes with, oh, I'm not prepared. Watch. It comes with a strap. So it's basically, oh, here comes the kitties. I just created a pack and play, and it's called the Fun Boy. Okay? And the Fun Boy, you're going to fucking love the Fun Boy. So I have 2 products coming out. The Fun Boy and the Kiss X. So check this out. This strap comes with this. Okay? Now this is called the Fun Boy. Okay? And don't get your panties in a wad and report me that I'm showing a sex toy. Sex toys are legal, kids. This is about anatomy and sex. It's not pornographic. So all you trolls out there who are so crazy about anything that isn't vanilla, grow up, move over, and get off of my feed, because we're talking about sex, whether you like it or not. Hey, Smash! So look, I want to show you this. It's the new strap-on. It's the new strap-on that will fit like this and hang. But what I want to tell you about this that's very, very important is this. It's a crossover toy as well. Do you see this? This opens up. This opens up so anyone, even a cisgender man who has a penis, can stick his penis in here and use it as a play toy. We're going to be making a rod. Hi, Grace. We're going to be making a rod so when you wear it, you can also use it as a pack and play. So not only that, you can use it as a packer. You can use it as anything that you want to use it as. Oh, here's really one of the most awesome things. The testicles are open so you can stick a little vibrating toy in it. See this? So it's going to come in this color and clear. And that's called the Fun Boy. This is wait till you feel it. It's made out of the same material as the Buck Off. Okay? So this, I'm not making them in flesh tone colors for a reason. Because I don't want them to be flesh tone colors. I want them to be just real neutral. Okay? And this particular product isn't about realism. It's about fun and playing and feeling all good. Yes, I'm going to bring it all to Brazil. So yes, latex free. This is created with a product called Siliskin. And Siliskin is this amazing, it's TPR, and it's beautiful, and it feels amazing with your body, and it's totally body safe. Some people are going to argue with it. It isn't. I would never create a product that wasn't vagina friendly. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. So yes, it's porous. Okay, there's that. I highly recommend you cleaning your toys, keeping them safe, sometimes using condoms. I use condoms on my toys, okay? I use condoms on all my toys because I like that. This is a personal product. This is a personal product. This isn't played with only by you, okay? So these are personal products, and very important that you understand that and understand how to clean. So you can order it from Perfect Fit right now, and they'll ship it to Norway. It's not a problem. We ship all over the world. The one great thing that I want to show you is this strap. You see this strap right here? This strap will be used with this packer. And so you'll have a whole set. And you'll be able to wear it out when you go out. When you go pee, it won't fall in the toilet. It'll be secured against your body. That's one of the things that many people hate about packers is when you go pee and you take your underwear down, the packer falls out in the toilet, on the floor. This will secure your packer. And also it'll be a way that you can stick a rod in it and also play with it later on. So I think no smell, no taste, beautifully soft, easy to clean, okay? We're creating the rod right now. The rod is the difficult part, but it'll be a small little rod with a flat base that'll go inside. So kids, no, it's not an STP. I'm not creating STPs. STPs are already created. They're already out on the market. I don't need to recreate the wheel. It's already there. I'm creating products that don't exist. I'm creating products that we need more for sexual health products. And I do believe STPs are part of that. But for me, the STP is already out there. I'm creating products that do not exist. Yes, packers exist, but not the kind of packer that I just created, okay? So Nikki says, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm straight and happily married, but I'm 100% supportive. Yeah, your husband or whoever you're married to, if he has a penis, can use. I just made that assumption. Well, you said you're straight. The material is called Siliskin. Go to perfectfit.com. All the information is there about the product and about what Siliskin is, which is TPR, okay? And you'll understand we have all the information out there, all the health benefits, everyone. This has been out for over a year. We haven't had any problems from anybody telling us that it wasn't okay with their vaginas. So Steve Callow, the owner of Perfect Fit, is very smart, very on top of it, very much versed on materials, understands the need of us in our community, and understands that vaginas need special care. Okay, and so we would never release toys that were not vagina friendly, okay? I need you to understand that. So they're coming out soon for Christmas! Yay! We're going to have a sexy Christmas, kids. We're going to have a sexy Christmas. I got to go. Don't forget, I'll be putting up a lot of these things really soon here, so you'll be able to purchase them for your friends for Christmas. Create abundance. When you purchase from me, I give back to you. I promise always to keep prices accessible to you. I will never rip you off. I will never blow smoke up your ass. I will always be on your side. I'm always open to suggestions. Website, buckangel.com, perfectfit.com, okay? I'll always be on your side, constantly. Remember that. I am here for you. And you are here for me. There is in no way am I ever trying to create a divide between us. I am trying to create a bridge between us, if that makes sense. So masturbate, kids. Enjoy your bodies, kids. This is the thing that I'm going to challenge you for today before I go. Okay? And this is that. Stand in front of the mirror. Look at yourself. Take your clothes off. Understand that your body is your body and it's nobody else's body. Okay? Nobody can tell you your body is worthless. Nobody can tell you your body is ugly. Nobody can tell you your body isn't capable of having sex. Nobody can tell you anything unless you let them tell you. If you're letting them tell you, it's your own fault. Okay? If you're not letting them tell you and you're looking in the mirror and you're taking your clothes off and you're seeing your beautiful body and you're saying, I'm worthy, fuck yeah, my friends. That's how you're going to move forward. That's how you're going to create the space for your own body, your own mind, your own path, your own journey, your own passion, not other people's. A community is made up of individuals. A community is not made up of robots. Think for yourself, speak for yourself, enjoy yourself, love yourself. These are all very important things that you must understand in order to grow and move forward. All of you understand that. We have a part of this community that doesn't understand that and is being taught very, very, very bad things. You and me both need to get back on track and teach people in this community to love themselves. Once people start loving themselves, they don't call out anymore. They don't get angry anymore. They don't fucking react anymore. Stop reacting. Stop reacting to people's nonsense. Who cares? React to you. React to you. You are your best friend, okay? You just said it, Lucky. You are your own best friend. And if you don't like yourself and you're not okay with yourself, then get rid of that self and create the self that you love and create the self that you want to be and create the self that will walk through the world with your head held high, with power, with integrity, with compassion, with empathy. Because if you don't do that, you will not walk through the world successful. I'm successful because there's a reason I'm successful. Because I love myself. Okay? Love yourself. Everything else will come. The universe loves you. The universe loves the fuck out of you. But if you don't love yourself, the universe can only meet you halfway. So start to love yourself and the universe will meet you halfway. Remember what I said in the beginning? Alignment. Alignment. If you're not in alignment with the universe, it's all passing you up. But once you get your alignment set, you raise above. Look at it. It's a real thing. We're missing each other. You must come this way and you must rise up. And that's you and that's me. Together we do this because we can't do it alone and we can't let the trolls continue to take out our community. Okay? Rinja says, what you teach also helps reduce change how to deal with triggers, my friend. Yes, I'm very, 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 very sensitive to triggers. But I'm also the man that's going to tell you triggers are holding you back. Stop saying you're triggering me. Stop it. Stop saying that. Because every time you say you're triggering me, it's adding that to your brain and it's blocking you even more. Every time you say I'm in control of my triggers, they will not ruin my life and they will not create the life that I have now. Triggers are holding you back, my friend. Accept it, find what the trigger is, deal with it, know when you get triggered. Don't show up to the trigger party, okay? Do not show up to the trigger party. If you're invited to a party and there's somebody there that triggers you, don't go to the party. If you're going to walk outside today, but you know that you can't go to that Starbucks, but you can go to that Starbucks, don't go to the Starbucks that triggers you. Avoid the triggers. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're in an environment where sometimes you can't control the trigger, that means you got to dig deeper. And that means you got to say, why am I being triggered so much? Why? Take care of yourself. Nobody cares. Only you. If you don't care about yourself, nobody else will care about you. Tracy says, it's my job to heal my triggers, not the world's. Thank you, Tracy. Eva says, hey, Buck, as a counselor, I deal with this often. You rock. Keep on with the positive messages. The universe is there to give you what you need to reach out and grab it. When are you getting to Fresno? Fresno? I'm not laughing at you, honestly, but I don't even know where Fresno is. Tell me where Fresno is, and we'll make a plan to get me to Fresno. I think it's up north. Is it? I'm in LA, so it's not impossible for me to get to Fresno. I love that you said that. Susan says, always be your authentic self. People will love you. Yes. Angel says, you have made me feel so much better about myself. Well, I didn't do that. You did it. You heard me. Are you hearing me? Okay, Bob wants to know, what is the example of a trigger? That's a great question, Bob. So let me just tell you the example of a trigger. I'm going to use I'm so sorry, you guys, that my nose is running and I don't have any Kleenex on my desk. Listen, Bob, here's an example of a trigger from my life. So I teach a class all over the place, and it's called Sexing the Trans Man. And Sexing the Trans Man basically is a series of trans guys that I interview, and I talk to them about their bodies, about sex, about how they deal with their bodies. And we use a lot of terminology that isn't necessarily accepted in this community anymore. We say vagina, pussy, cunt. We say all kinds of crazy stuff, right? Whatever it is that you want to call yourself. So I was teaching the class at Cornell University, and there was a young trans person in the front row. And when I started to talk about, I'm a man with a vagina, and some of these men have vaginas, his hand came up, and his pronoun was he. His hand came up, and he said, excuse me, and I said, yes. And he said, Buck, I'm not comfortable with the word vagina. It triggers me. And I said, oh, that's interesting. And he said, is there a possible way that you could use another word instead of vagina because I get triggered? And I said, actually, my friend, nope, I can't. Because this whole workshop is about our vaginas. And I don't even know how else to use it, and it won't work within the workshop. So here's what I'm going to tell you, my friend. That's your trigger. It's not my trigger, and it's not the trigger of the other people in this room. So we're not going to redo this whole classroom because you are the one person in this classroom who's being triggered by the word vagina. I highly suggest you either deal with your trigger while you're sitting there, or you leave the classroom and you go figure out why you have that trigger. And he was shocked that I said that. And he was like, I said, no, I'm not going to change the word. I'm not going to change it. It's not my trigger. It's your trigger. Take responsibility for your own trigger. I'm not sure why you're being triggered by vagina, but that's not my problem. Go figure it out. Sit here, listen to the class, hear the word vagina, but I'm not stopping it. And people were just like, because they're used to people fucking falling down on their knees and saying, oh, I'm sorry I triggered you. I'm going to change. No, that's not my trigger. I'm not going to change my whole life and my whole workshop and the whole reason why I educate because one kid in a classroom is triggered by vagina. That's a trigger, Bob. So that I'm using that example because I don't play that game. It's not my trigger. I say vagina, I say tranny, I say dyke, I say faggot. They're all my own words. And if you're getting triggered by my words, you're best to either figure out why you got a trigger or you're best to figure out how to find the front door. Because Trampa doesn't play that game. Grow up, people. I have triggers. But do you think that I sit here and raise my hand every time I go outside because I'm fucking triggered? No. I'm like, why am I triggered? Ugh, I hate it. You know what triggers me? I'm going to tell you what my main trigger is. Perfume. Perfume. I hate perfume. It angers me. It makes me mad. It makes me feel, it just makes me feel, why? Oh, I know. I got a lot of baggage from being a kid and dealing with smelling of that, perfume in weird environments. And it just stayed with me and it makes me angry. But I don't avoid. Do you know how many people wear perfume? The whole world wears perfume. I had to learn how to maneuver through the world on an airplane, flying 15 hours to Brazil while ladies are spraying perfume. Can you imagine? I was triggered like a fucking crazy person on an airplane. But I dealt with it. So that's why I know. It's not that I don't have triggers, it's that I learned how to. Nate says, at Jenny, in my world with CPTSD, a trigger is something that makes me feel unsafe. It can set off, thank you, Nate, for saying that. So there's lots of levels of triggers. There's lots of reasons why people get triggered. A trigger is something that sets people off and makes them act a certain way or feel disconnected or be angry or whatever. And perfume does that for me. So I love you guys a lot. You mean the world to me. Let's go. We got to start the day. I got to go see why my friend's house just burned down, which is really fucking scary. Eva says, not far, about 4 hours north of LA. We would love to have you. I'm in LA and have many friends and clients who adore you. My main send me a message, my friend. Maybe we can make it work out, okay? Stop being a victim. Stop hating those who are ignorant and teach in a loving way. We all have triggers. Send me a message. Send me an email, buckangel@buckangel.com. Anyone wants to book me for a talk in their school, in their environment, in their community, in their office, in wherever you are, reach out to me. I'm easily bookable, but my whole schedule is insane already for the first half of 2018. I'm traveling the world. I'm going to Asia, Beijing, Singapore, Jakarta, Colorado, Brussels, Paris, Amsterdam. They're bringing me all over the world to speak because I'm speaking honestly. People want to hear this. It's not that I'm just speaking off the cuff and I'm just like making shit up. I'm speaking from my heart. And when you speak from your heart and you speak with love and you speak with compassion, people open their doors for you. I'm traveling the world for a reason. Book me. I want to come to you. I want to speak to you. I want to teach people to get back up on their own 2 feet and be strong and be powerful and be creative and make abundance and make things and move forward. That's what I want to teach. Stop keeping me here. I love you, okay? Oh, great. Budapest is amazing and beautiful. I'm coming back to the UK soon, okay? Love you guys. Go to the day. Give if you can. Take if you need. Those are real things. Learn how to be compassionate, not angry. Learn how to create. Learn how to create. Learn how to say, I love you from your heart. Learn how to love, have gratitude, be happy, and give. Those are all very great things. And when you do that, you will be a better person. Okay, kids, there's fires. I gotta go because there's fires out where I was shooting. Oh, God, no, I'm so freaked out. Okay, send me a lot of great energy, my friends. My friend's house just burned down. Wow. You see, there's a message in that. There's a message in that. The message is this. One day you can have your house and the next day you can't. So understand what that means. Understand what that means. Embrace what you have today. Be grateful for what you have today because tomorrow it just might burn up and be gone. And you lost that gratitude. It's a real thing. I love you. Create your day. See you tomorrow. I was just there, Tracy. Fuck. And I was thinking. I'm sorry. Right. So when did it start? When did the fire? Oh, I just made it. Oh my god. Wow. God. I mean, I was actually thinking on the way, I'm going to stop at the outlet store in Camarillo, right? Where's Santa Paula? I don't even know. Like, yeah. 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 Right. Actually, it's so weird because the GPS kept telling me go on that freeway to the 5. It will say 12 minutes or some bullshit. And I was like, what? So it was weird. Like it kept telling me to go on that highway. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Gross. Gross. Totally, me too. Me too. Me too. Yeah. They're helpless. Totally. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yes, yes. Well, you are a family member. Yeah. Right. She knows that. Just give her the day, and then she'll get her head together, and she'll call you in a while. I'm sure she totally knows that. So she'll call you in a while. For sure she will. She's just getting herself situated. Yeah, I know. I know. Of course. I mean, even I do, and I'm not even close to Kate's, but even I do, of course. Yeah, it makes total sense. Oh my god, it's the most devastating thing in anybody's life. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, I do. God. God. Oh.